Dig up your house,
Don't
your
go
yard.
trenchless.
We don't dig, we save you money, cause it's trenchless for life. We don't dig up your house,
Don't
your
dig, go
yard.
trenchless.
We don't dig,
Don't dig,
we
go
save you
trenchless.
money,
Don't dig,
cause
don't
it's
dig,
trenchless
don't
for life.
trenchless.
We don't dig up
dig.
your house, your yard.
Hi, this is Darrin Baker, General Manager of the Trenchless Company. Today we're going to take you on a tour of one of our rolling warehouses or service vans that we use to service you, the customer. Come on out, let's take a look. Hey, good morning, Dylan.
Hey, good morning, Darrin.
Hey, before you roll out for the day, you mind just giving us a tour of your vans?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. So what kind of vehicle is this?
So this is a Ford Transit E350. It's the extra tall, extra long version, which is awesome because it allows us a bunch of room to stock a wide variety of parts and supplies for our customers' needs.
So we have a lot of the Ford Transits in our fleet. Our drain guys roll with a shorter and smaller one.
Yeah.
But this one's great because you can have a lot of plumbing parts that you need for plumbing service, right?
Yeah, this one makes it easy. There's lots of shelves and lots of space to store a variety of parts that better suit our customers' needs, from water heaters to water line parts, all the way to stuff underneath the sink. I can store a lot of stuff.
Oh, great. Do you mind giving us a tour inside the van?
Yeah, of course. Here it is.
Yeah, you're right. This is pretty spacious. You got a disco ball. We can make this our dance floor.
Yeah, you might.
That's incredible. So, you want to take me inside and tell me a little bit about what you got going on here? I
Go on
noticed
in.
right away you got, what is this, your lunch box?
Yeah, ice chest for drinks and food,
Okay, cool.
so we can stay efficient during the day.
keep you hydrated.
Yep.
Very cool.
So over here we got our toilet repair stuff.
Okay, so toilet repair stuff. You got,
Yeah.
what are these?
We got our wax rings for when your toilet's leaking at the base.
Okay.
We can change them out. We got the extra thick one with the nice quality hardware. We got the standard ones over here. We got toilet flappers.
Toilet
for if
flappers.
you ever have a running
Okay.
toilet, we can change them
Okay.
out quick.
How do I know if I have a running toilet?
Typically you'll hear it, or
Okay.
you can see it inside the bowl.
Gotcha. And that's a
And-
waste of water, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
If you have a really bad one, you'll get a really high water bill too.
And then this, I'm assuming it's a fill valve that,
Yep.
that
These are-
fills your toilet?
Yep, sometimes those fail and they'll constantly run too. So we
Okay.
like to stock them on the truck because those are pretty
Perfect.
common parts to fail.
And what do you got here? What's the next shelf?
Down here
about?
we got angle stops, nice quarter turn ones for underneath the sinks, behind toilets,
Okay.
underneath lap faucets, things like that. Isolate your water.
Then you got it all organized here. That's great.
Yeah. We got our black iron fittings for gas repairs.
Okay.
Got some brass fittings for water line repairs.
Okay.
And down here we got all our copper and our ProPress stuff.
So ProPress, I've heard about that before. That's kind of the newer version of connecting copper, right?
Yeah, it's taking place of sweating and soldering. So
Okay.
these things are really awesome. They have a crimp ring here with a elastomeric rubber seal, and it crimps the pipe.
Okay.
It makes just as good a seal as a solder joint does.
Yeah,
from
my-
back in the day.
My buddy this past weekend had a water leak at his house,
Uh-huh.
and he called us up, and we weren't able to help him out. But he had an older school plumber out there, and he ended up having to sweat or solder because he couldn't get the water to turn off. It was leaking, so he stuffed bread in the pipe.
Yeah.
And sure enough, once he turned it back on, all the bread got in, clogged up all the valves, and he couldn't use his toilet, his sinks,
Yep.
or his shower anymore. So this is great.
So this will eliminate that. You can actually, if you look right behind you, we have the tool here. You guys can see it. This is the ProPress tool.
Okay, a
It has a big
ProPress
crimp
tool.
jaw like that,
Okay.
and you stick it in there, and you can actually do live water line repairs.
Really? So
crimps it.
if your water line can't turn off and you get a little water coming in there, this is the way.
This is it.
And do you
Yep.
still solder?
You don't need to solder
Oh,
this
you
at
don't.
all.
You don't need to.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. What else you got going on over here?
So over here we have our PEX tool.
Okay.
This is an expansion tool for PEX pipe, which is the new latest and greatest stuff aside from copper.
Okay. And then what do you got going on up here? Is this
A lot
this
of
more
sink
toilet
repair stuff
Okay,
right
sinks.
here.
So like under your sinks.
Yep.
Okay.
We got some stuff for showers over here, shower
Okay.
repair items.
So this thing can do toilets, sinks,
toilets, sinks. We got water heater repair stuff over here.
And what about down in here? You got you roll out with some garbage disposals,
kitchen faucets,
okay,
lab faucets. So we like to keep all that on the truck on stock.
Nice.
Efficient.
And then you got some just miscellaneous stuff in these.
Just small cleanings, things like
great.
that. Yeah.
Awesome. What else you got here?
Water heater things, expansion tanks, strap kits. We have some pressure reducing valves for your house. If your water pressure is too high, it'll knock it down between 55 and 80,
okay,
which is standard. We got some more valves over here. Those spigots, if they're ever leaking at your house, we can change them out.
And I noticed downhill you got a wide variety of tools, huh? Hand tools?
Yes. All these tools here are essential to do the day-to-day for plumbing.
Okay. Hey, you know what? I thought it'd be interesting. What's the difference between a pipe wrench and a channel lock?
Yeah, so I got them right here. This is a channel lock. This is one of the most common tools I use day-to-day. It's got these little notches right here, these channels where the
so that's why I get how it gets its name.
Yeah, and you use these for everything from tightening supply lines, taking fittings apart, putting fittings back together.
Okay.
So these are really awesome, but when these are too small for the job or you can't get enough leverage, you use a big pipe wrench right
Okay,
here.
yeah.
And these things are awesome. They're super heavy. They're used for taking big things apart and putting big things back together.
And these
a lot of leverage.
And these adjust differently than the channel locks.
Yeah, they adjust just like this. And there's the teeth right here for the jaws. You got to make sure to keep these things clean.
Okay.
Because if you don't, they get kind of smooth and you're not able to really get good leverage on stuff. But these are awesome tools right here.
Great. Yeah, looks like you got plenty of tools to get the job done. I noticed you have some other stuff here. This one actually looks like a jack I used to play with as a kid. What's that?
Yeah, so this is a kind of multi-tool clean-out access tool. So if you got some clean-out accesses for your sewer line or your kitchen line, you got all these different sizes here you can insert and use a corresponding wrench, like the pipe wrench.
Yeah.
And you can use the leverage and pop them open.
There you go.
So in here we also got this is a rigid faucet tool.
Okay.
Helps you kind of get into hard places, you know, that you can't maybe fit your hands, or even these channel locks.
And I always like this tool. This is a fun one.
This guy?
It's a swivelly neck.
This is the basin wrench.
It's a basin wrench.
This one does very similar job as this one, but this has really special purposes sometimes to get really hard to reach nuts off.
A lot of the people under the sink try hard. It's they don't realize there's a special tool to get and loosen your faucet. But you got all the tools here.
Super helpful.
Cool. And you got the standard hammers and all that kind of stuff.
Standard hammers, mallets. We got nice sawzall blades, grinder discs. This right here, if you ever need to tune up your water heater, this is a water heater element wrench.
Okay.
You can take your heating element out. And we always have to have a vacuum.
Yes,
to maintain things clean.
Okay, perfect.
And in here, we got all the power tools hiding.
Okay.
That are essential for day to day. We got our grinders, our sawzalls. Even got battery powered copper cutters nowadays.
Okay.
Which are really awesome. And we even got some battery powered PVC shears.
Okay.
For cutting PVC and doing irrigation stuff.
It looks like I said, it looks like you got all the tools you might need.
Yep. Huh? Definitely.
Well, hey Dylan, thank you for your time. I'm going to let you get on the road and service some of our customers.
Awesome. Yeah, I got to get to work. See you later.
We don't dig, we save you money, 'cause it's trenchless for life. We